We really lucked out that glass is extremely resistant to most chemicals. Search bacteriophages. I like to call them the most convenient. You're lucky I'm on your side and not against you in all history. And stops a significant amount of dangerous radiations from the sun while still allowing light as a bonus. We didn't really luck out. It's not like it just exists. We figured out that if we collect certain natural resources and formulate them in a specific way, the outcome will be something with certain properties. Not much luck involved. Glass isn't a thing that we luckily stumbled upon. It was engineered. This is like saying we're lucky that houses come with a lock on the front door. We are really lucky that our atmosphere has lots of nitrogen and just enough oxygen. Luckiest and weirdest part of existence is that water gets less dense as it freezes. Extremely rare for this to happen. Most things get more dense as they become a solid, and to top it off, it is just the most incredible solvent of all time. If it wasn't for those facts, life would never have been possible. If Snowball Earth froze from the bottom up, nothing would have survived those terrible events. What are you implying by this exactly? That it would suck to use a non-see-through medium instead? If it wasn't glass, it'd have been something else. This is true for a whole range of materials. We're very lucky that iron is as plentiful as it is, and that steel is as strong, light, and easy to machine as it is. If iridium was the only element with the properties of iron, we'd be screwed. This endearing combination of chance and resilience is a beautiful illustration of the delicate balance that makes our world so captivating. As o y fortaleza, una unin q embellis nuestro mundo. That's why we use it. It'd be pretty fucking stupid to use something that wasn't resistant to stuff like that. Don't forget, most glass is really fragile to blunt force. It's all a trade-off where glass is useful sometimes but other times it's not. So we use it in the useful times like as beakers and windows, and not to make freaking baseball bats. How is that lucky? We produced glass, and if it wasn't chemical resistant, we'd just use something else. Yeah, it's not luck. If glass wasn't resistant, it would be modified to be more resistant, like how glass isn't strong enough to stand on or put weight on. So tempered glass was made. We're really lucky that we discovered a compound that is extremely resistant and to most chemicals. I feel like observer bias ensured a lot of we're lucky that. In nature. We're really lucky food is edible. While traditional glass is made from silicon dioxide, it has to have a few other things added in order to reach a melting point at temperatures available to pre-industrial cultures. What you add to it matters a lot, and given the wrong formula or proportions, it's not resistant to jack shit and will eventually disintegrate when exposed to damn near anything. That's like saying that we really lucked out that Earth is just perfect for us to live on. On the other hand, if life developed on Earth that was silicon-based instead of carbon, we could probably have a bleach-chugging competition. It'd be more like luck if it just grew on trees. More than just luck, glass is one reason the West surpassed China in science. China used earthenware for everything, which reacts with the contents just enough to make it really hard to figure out what's going on. It's not luck. It's math. If it wasn't silicon, it would have been another element. Even if glass could dissolve in water, we would have simply made something else that doesn't. There are plenty of transparent, inert materials, but they're more expensive than regular glass. LOL, are you whacking off on the shower doors again? This is called survivor bias. Glass is highly resistant to most chemicals, contributing to its widespread use. Doesn't that depend on what is specified about glass? Since the word glass is a multiple material and general item term, that can either be a general man-made material, like for the instance of usage implied in the statement, or a general naturally discovered material that can then be used for man-made products like previously mentioned. In such case, wouldn't the material makeup of the subject be what's allowing resistance, or rather any of the capabilities at hand? Not glass itself? Dynamite entered, etc. Plastic would have been so much better, glass breaks easily. I would imagine the inside of a bottle of cleaning fluid is really clean. I would imagine a vodka bottle is really drunk. Mitch Hedberg. We really lucked out that phone cases are drop resistant. Looks like somebody washed away their reasoning skill in the shower. We really lucked out that shoes come in pairs, as we just happened to have 2 feet. Shame about us though. We would be using something besides glass if that were not the case. All in God's creation? Yeah, that's because it was designed and engineered that way.